You are in the right place if you want to know how to collect all the character intels in Black Ops 6 Zombies to unlock the Aether Investigator Mastery calling card. This guide will help you to get the intel you need without the need to collect every single one. So this is an updated version of my Terminus intel guide as all of the intels are on that map. But without further ado, let's jump right in. Let's start with Reverse Ranger Recon calling card. The first two intels are right after you leave the spawn. One is on this blue barrel, while the other is inside the guard tower. Throw an explosive like a frag or Semtex into the tower to make the document fall. Lastly, the final intel for Reaver is inside the mass hole on this counter. You can reach this area if you open the door after quick revive. Next we have Gray's Analysis calling card. To get the first intel, called Innovative Technology, you first have to turn on the power, then head back to the C towers and shoot these stacks of paper. The document will fall to the ground for you to collect. The second intel for Gray will spawn on the gun platform after you activate the Void Cannon trap, and it's called On the Horizon. The final intel for her is inside the sea caves on these piles right next to the door leading into the biolab. Now let's go over the intels for Maya. The first two intels require a shovel, which you can always find near the sea caves entrance or inside the mining tunnels. Once you have the shovel, go to Castle Rock Island, search for dig spots, dig them up and collect the intel called Subject File 398. Next go to Crab Island and do the same. There are two possible intels you can dig up here, but the one you need is Subject File 511. For the final intel, you will need to build the Beam Smasher Wonder Weapon. Then locate the Broken Tentacle Trap, which can be at multiple locations including the biolab, the spawn, and next to the room where you build the Beam Smasher. Once you find it, activate the trap, shoot the middle tentacle head, and then grab the hard drive to unlock the calling card. Now let's go over how to complete Carver's covert action. To get the first intel, tougher than she looks, you need to turn on the power. Then head back to spawn and go to the very back where the lift is. You will find an intel sitting on the crate. Now just to be clear, this intel is bugged. If you save and quit at any point after turning on the power, it may despawn when you rejoin. Sometimes it doesn't even spawn at all. So if that happens to you, I think the only solution is to start a new game. But now let's move to the second intel, which is located just past the Deadshot Die Creek perk machine at the base of this pillar. And for the final Carver intel, well, you need to complete half of the main easter egg. You must defeat Nathan, grab the keycard, and then go under the shipwreck. The intel will be next to the ladder you need to use to start the lockdown step. Okay, so these were all the intels, but we still have two more calling cards part of the Aether Investigator challenge. Finders Keepers. Discover 25 secret rewards. Well, these are the hidden power-ups that you can find on any map. But I think it would be pretty much an overkill going over all the maps, so I decided to show all of them on Liberty Falls, as you can collect all 7 under like 5 minutes. Okay, so and lastly we have Perfectionist. Reach Sam Trial Mastery targets 25 times. Sam Trials spawn randomly on almost every round across all the maps, so your goal is to simply complete the maximum requirement for these trials 25 times. It's a very straightforward challenge, especially since the game spawns purple light zombies to help you complete the trials. So yeah, just focus on completing them and you will unlock the calling card in no time. Anyway, that was pretty much it for this video. If you find it helpful, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like to see more content like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.